Tyson, what was your first thoughts when you were told Dereck Chisora had pulled out of the fight?
I knew that he was going to do it. I already stated it at the last press conference, so I wasn't surprised at all. Just like I wasn't surprised when David A pulled out, but I'm not here to talk about Dereck Chisora. I'm not going to fight Dereck Chisora again. He's had his chance, he's blew it. That's the last statement I'm making about Dereck Chisora. I don't want to know anything more about him. It's history.
Well, how important was it for you, though, to fight to avoid wasting another hard training camp?
Very, very important. You know, I wasn't about to let anybody down, and I wasn't about to let myself down. This fella I'm taking, I've had no preparation for the guy. I've had no sparring for the guy. There's no game plan going into the fight. We're risking millions of pounds by taking this fight on. This is a very, very risky fight with a dangerous opponent.
So what does that say about you as a fighting man, that you've accepted Ustinov, the complete opposite of Dereck Chisora, apart from being orthodox?
Yeah, we have very similarities though, all those fighters. We're made of blood and bones. So that's the difference. That's the only thing we have similar. And they're all built the same. They've only got arms and a pair of gloves on, and they're going to come swinging at me. And I will adapt, as I've said before, I'm an adapter. I adapt to any situation, and that's what I intend to do on Saturday night. I can't say what I'm going to do when I go in there, because I'm in my mind, I'm prepared for somebody 6 foot, and then I'm fighting somebody 6'8". So my timing's not going to be there. Nothing's going to be bob on, but I'm going to turn it into a public house brawl, and that's something that I'm good at. Something that's bred in me. I'll take it outside on the cobbles. I'll make him fight inside of a phone box. See how we can do that.
Do you think he's a harder fighter than Chisora?
I think it's a harder fight because, for one, I've had no preparation, and for two, he's a much bigger and much harder puncher than Dereck Chisora. So I think it's a much, much riskier fight than Dereck Chisora. Chisora was a dead cert for me. This Ustinov, we know nothing about him, apart from his only loss was to Pulev, who's now fighting Klitschko. Just beat David Tua. He's got some good names in his record. Monty Barrett, Dennis Bakatov. So it is what it is.
Has Peter, been rushing around looking at him on the internet and stuff, and
Peter's the same as me.
to speak to you about what he might do?
Yeah, Peter's the same as me. I think he's had a good look at him on the internet. And we'll adapt to it on the night. We're going to see what he's going to do. But let's not make any mistakes here. This fella hasn't been preparing for me neither. Or maybe he has. I don't know what's been going on behind the scenes. Chisora might not have been going to fight all along. They might have just been using my name to sell tickets and trying to get me beat in the background by training Ustinov up, keep him sparring up until the fight, and I let him fight me. For all I know, he's been sparring Marius Wack down there every day. I don't know anything about it. I think it's all a bit touchy subject, and I think there's a conspiracy going on behind the scenes. They're trying to get me bumped off of the heavyweights, trying to put me out of action. But we'll see on Saturday night if they can achieve that.
Who do you think might be behind any conspiracy to get shot of you from the heavyweight
I think
rankings?
the Klitschkos have a big involvement in it because they don't want to fight me and they're avoiding me. But I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Klitschkos, not interested in Chisora, not interested in David A. All I'm interested in is Alexander Ustinov getting past Saturday night, and then I want Bermain Stavern. That's all I want. And if the promoters can make that come true, there's a dream come true for me. If they can't, they need sacking. Simple.
But the fact that you've taken this guy on Saturday night is further proof that you are one of boxing's great entertainers, isn't it?
Yeah, people don't need to be proved by me that I'll fight people on short notice. Just look at this guy. I could have fought some bum, fat, out of shape journeyman who would have knocked out in a round. I didn't opt to do that. I opted to take a top 10 fighter who's rated number 8, number 7 in the organisations. So it shows that I'm willing to take on fights and give people what they pay to see. I wasn't about to come here and either pull out and cost people a fortune or fight some bum what they didn't come to see. People are more interested in this fight than they are Dereck Chisora fight, because this is a much more dangerous and more risky fight. I need credit, but so does Ustinov.
Part of the thing what people love about you being a great entertainer is that you got off the floor to win against Pagic and Steve Cunningham. When you've been laying there looking up at a big man, What's going through your mind? What
goes through my mind is that I'm going to kill you now. That's it. You're getting it. You're getting a good hiding. You've awakened a sleeping giant. Because I've only been caught cold in fights. Well, I'm not really focusing. I've never been hit and hurt when I'm into a fight. I've only been hit and hurt, put down. A fight where I'm not warmed up, or a fight where it's only the beginning of a fight. I'm not really 100% focused on what I'm doing. I've never been hurt during a fight, late on in a fight, or anything like that.
So is it safe to say, with you claiming there's a conspiracy from the Klitschkos that when you keep winning and get to one of them, he'll retire to Vladimir.
Listen, I don't believe that I'll ever get to fight the Klitschko's, no matter what. I'm not concentrating on that either. I want to fight Bermane Stiverne, the new WBC heavyweight champion. That's the belt I want, that's the fighter I want, and I know how to do it. I've got to beat Alexander Ustinov on Saturday night, which is not going to be easy. It could be a very 6-2 freeze between us. So it's going to be a very daunting task, but I think I can do it. And after I've done that, there's nobody else I want apart from Bermane Stiverne. There's going to be no rematch with Dereck Chisora. He's had his chance, they blew it. Simple.
You always find a way to win though, don't you?
I always find a way to win, and I'm sure I'm going to find a way to win on Saturday. Regardless of what it will be, I'll find a way. And I'm anticipating a very, very hard fight, a very grueling, big, heavy man in front of me who's trying to push me and shove me and use his weight advantage against me. The guy's 21 stone, I'm 18 stone, so he's 3 stone heavier than me, which will be the first time I've ever fought somebody who's as big as me and heavier than me. So this could break records for the 2 heaviest people being in the ring at the same time.
And when you win, will you be treating the Manchester fans to a song?
Yes, I will.
What song will that be?
No idea, but I'll definitely sing a song, a victory song.